Hello people, it's Dookie Boy. Today's video is going to be about why you should leave witchcraft alone and why you should follow God instead. And another thing is if you might as well believe in witchcraft, like if you believe in witchcraft, then you might as well believe in God. You might as well let go of that stuff and go with the one true God, the real actual creator of those crystals and everything. You might as well. But hope y'all having a good day. Y'all keep up and stay blessed. Let's go. All right, number one, why you should get rid of witchcraft, leave it, and follow God instead. And yes, I'm talking about the God that created Jesus, the God of Yeshua, Joshua. Yes, that God. You go with him. But let's go. Number one, because all of it comes from fallen angels, which came from God. You know, I don't know if a lot of y'all people know about the book of Enoch, which it was originally took from out of the Bible. I don't know why they took it from out of the Bible, but if you go look at it yourself, it explains when the fallen angels came down to earth that God sent them from heaven because they disobeyed God and went against his will and following him. They came down here, and the actual angel, fallen angel that taught us witchcraft and roots and how to do astronomy and all of that stuff, his name was Azazel. So you can look it up yourself, man. He's from the book of Enoch. I said, I don't know why they took it from out of the Bible, because that's very helpful, learning that and knowing what witchcraft actually origins from and why, how we came about having it and knowing the knowledge of it in astronomy, all of that stuff. Astronomy, witchcraft, all of it came from fallen angels. So that's why I said at the beginning of this video, if you believe in witchcraft, then you might as well go with God, because all that stuff comes from is from fallen angels that came from God. That's all that stuff came from. Except that stuff leads you away from God. Don't you think if they fell from God's grace and went against God, don't you think they'll try to teach us stuff to make us go against God and not follow God? Of course they would. If they ruined their chance of being with God and they're mad at what they did, and probably not even mad at what they did, but mad at God, they gonna make us do stuff that fall in their in their footprints, and that's not a good thing. So if you don't believe me, look it up yourself. It's in the book of Enoch. His name was Azazel, and he's the one who actually taught us witchcraft. That's why I'm saying, like, if you believe in witchcraft, then you might as well go with God. Then you might as well leave all that stuff alone and go with God, because that's that idea came from the fallen angels that was with God. So it don't make sense to follow it and not go with God, the one. And then think about it, guys. It's like when you have witchcraft, I'm not even trying to be like funny acting or anything. It's because I personally used to do that stuff. I think actually my first video, I explained to you guys that I used to be a delusional witch person and stuff. And some people out there that may see this video, I don't know how many people gonna see it. Only thing that matters is if I'm doing the will of the Father. So I don't care how many people see it or whatever. It could be one person, but that stuff, I used to do it, and some people out there, they just want to know the truth about life, and that's why I'm making this video too. I'm telling you, like, the truth of life, pretty much you probably already knew it, which is going with God, going with Jesus. That's really the truth of life. That's why Jesus said in the Bible, I'll put that verse in here, when he said, I am the truth, the way, and the life, and whoever comes after me shall not perish but have, everlasting life in abundance, or something like that. It's sort of like that, but that's pretty much what he was saying. He was basically telling you he's the truth, the way, and the life. That's why he said that, so people wouldn't be confused, and they'll know, like, what's the truth of life, what's the actual way of life. That's why he said that. He was basically letting you know. But yeah, look in the book of Enoch, man. All that witchcraft stuff, astronomy, was taught from fallen angels, which were with God. So you might as well go with God and go back with your real creator. But yeah, then number two, and this is real, this is stuff I notice every day, and that's why you gonna find yourself having to keep on cleansing the crystals and everything. Like, it's ridiculous, man. Man, come on now. Charging your crystals in the sun. Come on, man. But look, it opens portals to demons. That's number 2. And you can't say that's not true, because I know it is true. It is a real thing. It does open portals to demons in the spirit realm. It opens your vessel and your spirit to being spiritually attacked by demons, or, you know, things in the spirit realm that you don't understand. And even if someone taught you how to do that stuff, you know, they don't even know what they're getting themselves into. Just because you probably can see, you know, have your third eye open and see in the spirit realm, that don't mean you know exactly what's going on over there. You don't know exactly what's going on. You may think you know, you'll probably know a little bit, but that's not, you know, that's not what you should be doing, man. You really should be going with your actual creator. And like I said before, what made me let go of that witchcraft and stuff, I reached out myself. Like, one day I chose to reach out to the creator myself, and he answered and he told me how to, you know, what I should be doing and everything. And that's what made me get rid of the crystals. He the one who made me get rid of the crystals. It wasn't just because, you know, I just felt like getting rid of them. He made me get rid of them. He made me get rid of them. God made me get rid of them and start following him. And now I'm a Christian. Now I make Christian, you know, content and things of that nature. But, you know, yeah, he's the one who told me to get rid of that stuff. And ever since he told me, I got rid of it. So, you know, if you believe witchcraft is the way of life, I'm telling you from my own experience and stuff that I know that is true. Demons will attach to you and mess with you. You basically opening up portals for demons to come into your home and to mess and attach to you. Mess with you and attach to you. So be aware of that. Get rid of that stuff, man. That's why you go with Jesus, bro. He's the only true way to our creator. But yeah, you know, let go of that stuff. Go with the one true God, the one who actually made all of that stuff. You rather praise yourself in a crystal, in a rock, instead of the actual God who created all of that stuff. Just listen to how that sounds. It just sounds ridiculous, man. Come on now. But then we got number 3. It makes you idolize yourself and steer away from the creator that created everything, including those crystals. Like what I just said, you know, it makes you pretty much look at the crystals as, you know, your God and things of that nature, and you start idolizing yourself, which idolizing is a sin, you know. And it's also called, it's another form called self-righteousness. That's also a sin. That's going against God's will and things of that nature. So you pretty much, instead of you thanking the creator that actually created everything in the universe itself, you rather thank yourself and praise yourself instead of the actual God that created you and those crystals and stuff. So it pretty much just takes you away from God and steer you away from being with your true creator. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you in that witchcraft stuff, just let it go, man. I'm telling you, I used to do that stuff. I used to have all the crystals you can think of. I used to have sage, all of that stuff, man. I used to manifest, whatever you call, make spells. I had a spell book. I said that in my first video. I had all of that stuff, man. And I'm telling you, like, let go of that stuff. I'm telling you, I care about you, so I'm gonna tell you. So let go of that stuff and don't go back to it, man. Please don't go back to it. Let it go and start trying to learn the will of God and try to really, you know, get closer with God, man. Especially if you in my age range. So definitely, man. Then we got number 4. It makes it more easier for Satan to deceive you and control you. You know, like what I was saying, when you open up those portals and them doors for demons to come in, you know, into your home, do you know that having a crystal inside your home, you know, puts out energy? You know that. You know about energy and stuff. You know, as a witch, you should know about energy and manipulating energies in the spirit realm and things of that nature. And, you know, they call it Reiki healing and stuff. I know about all that stuff, man. I'm telling you, the zodiac signs, I know it. I know all that stuff. But pretty much when you just having a crystal in your house alone can attract energies of demons and other things from the spirit realm to come into your house and attach to you. and make you feel comfortable with that you can't tell that a demon is attached to you. And I know because it happened to me. I know it happened to me, man. I'm not saying, and it happened to me for like a couple years, and I demons know that I still had a demon attached to me. I thought I was just normal and stuff. And if you actually look at my face from my first video, I think that's when I still kind of had like some stuff attached to me. Like, if you'll see it in my face. Like, just go look at my first video and see like how my eyes look and stuff. Like, you'll tell that something was, you know, still like attached to me. Even though I threw away the crystals and stuff already, I still had like, you know, soul ties from, you know, women and stuff, you know, from sin and just, you know, things that was around me in the spirit realm that still could be around me right now that I don't even know about, and things of that nature. You know, just things attached to me from when I used that stuff, and I opened that door for them to attach to me, man. But yeah, and Satan will use you. He will also use you and deceive you. You don't think if they brought and taught us that stuff that they can easily trick you to make you do stuff that they doing? They can easily manipulate you because you open your vessel up to that stuff. That's what I'm saying, man. You can't be like that, bro. You gotta let that stuff go, man. I'm telling you, for your own good, let it go. For your own good, bro. Don't take it the wrong way when I'm talking about this. But here we go. Then we got number 5. It's ancient. Witchcraft is ancient knowledge and stuff, but it's part of the New Age movement to steer you away from God. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, the other day, I seen a woman. I'm not gonna, you know, get on her or anything, but I seen a woman come in my workplace, and she had on like an evil eye necklace and stuff. I used to have one of those too. Come on now, just know how deceiving it is. Literally, listen to the name of it. It's literally called an evil eye. If you can't tell something wrong with it, it's literally called an evil eye. Come on, man. You can just listen. You can just listen to the name of it and tell that something is not of any good. It's literally called an evil eye. Come on, man. And you still wearing it? Nah, man. But yeah, she came in here and she had it on, and she had on like another crystal necklace or something. And I was like, oh, I see myself in her. So the Holy Spirit made me go to her, and I actually told her, like, I used to do that stuff. You know, this is what happened. This is why I'm being a Christian now. I reached out to the Creator myself, and well, now I'm not gonna tell y'all to do that. If you could, just get rid of it, bro. Just get rid of that stuff. But you know, I used to do that stuff, and I showed her my first video. I didn't play it, but I showed her that I made a video to show her proof, and she kept on denying it. She was like, "Oh, it's just part of my culture and stuff." I'm telling you, man. Don't let what somebody else's culture determine your future, you know, in the afterlife and being with God. Don't let what somebody else tell you mess up your relationship with God and getting closer with God. That's all I'm gonna say. So hopefully she take it into consideration and she look it up herself, and she actually, you know, let go of that stuff and go with God, man, because that's really the true way. Is going with Jesus. It's going with Jesus, man. I don't care what nobody say. I know because I used to do it, so I know. But then we got number 7. It makes you more open and vulnerable to spiritual attacks, like what I said earlier, from demons, Satan, and from the fallen angels. So now it's not just you opening the doors up to demons to attack you and spiritually do things to you, spiritually manipulate you, send you visions, send you thoughts to manipulate you, send you dreams, send you all kinds of stuff just to manipulate you, to have you follow, staying in that way and stuff. But now it's opening up yourself for Satan himself, for Satan and the fallen angels, you know, to control you and make you one of its tools, make you one of their tools, and make you go against God, man. Because I don't know if I mentioned this, but when I was, and this is a true thing, like when I was doing that stuff, when I was a witch, a warlock, and things of that nature. One day I rolled past. I used to have a hoverboard. I don't really use hoverboards no more. But yeah, that stuff old. People don't really use hoverboards no more. But I used to have a hoverboard, right? And one day I rolled past this church on my hoverboard, and I was like, I said some negative stuff towards the church. I'll say that. And I know I definitely paid the price for it. Most definitely. I definitely paid the price for it. But I said some negative things towards the church and people that came from out of church, the church and everything. And this is a real thing that actually happened, and I used to have my dreads and stuff, and just being young and stupid, thinking I know what I'm talking about, but I don't have no clue of what I'm doing or anything. So it just make you want to go against God and look at yourself as your own God. And they call it Christ consciousness. You can't be like Christ, bro. You can't. Stop trying to compare yourself to Christ. Christ is sinless. He lived a perfect life. We not. We sinners every day. We don't have a perfect life. So don't ever try to compare yourself with having his consciousness or anything. You can know the same stuff that he knows, but you'll never be like him. So don't ever think you can. And don't ever compare yourself to being like Christ. Don't you ever do that. That's pretty much blaspheming, and that's kind of, to me, that's kind of like mocking him. Like mocking him and thinking that you can be just like him, and you can't. You're not even close to him. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, man. I used to do that stuff, and I know what it can lead to and the type of stuff that it'll open yourself up to. And I'm personally telling you to leave witchcraft alone, bro. I don't care what you heard, what somebody told you, even if you do your own research and stuff. I'm telling you, leave witchcraft alone, bro. Leave it alone. I don't care if you think you know what you're doing, leave it alone, bro. It all comes from fallen angels, and if you believe it, then you might as well go with being with God, because the fallen angels came from God, and they just taught us that stuff. So, you might as well go with God then. If you believe in that, you might as well go with God. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, I hope y'all having a good day. Yeah, y'all keep up with y'all selves, and let's fight this flesh together, man. All right, y'all have a good one.